The Mellow Bo, Dominican York. What's going on, mi gente? What is going on? I don't know what's going on with my PC. I need to get a new mic because this mic, if for some reason, is not connecting. You know, I've got one of these little lavalier mics. For some reason, it's not connecting. Usually smarter than that, but anyway, things got to keep moving. So, I rocked a week of Nishane's. You guys voted out there for my first fragrance week, you know, going with just one house, and it ended up being Nishane. So on Monday, I wore Taro. Let's see if I get that right. Covering the screen with my hand. See if you guys get a good shot of that. This is Taro from Nishane. This is kind of a very sweet, dark, rich, opulent, all day lasting. None of these Nishanes that I'm showing you here. I got 5. I wore Monday through Friday. Today's Saturday. I'm actually wearing a L'Oreal Sport Extreme right now. When I went out, I put that on. But I was rocking a little bit of Aurum on hand, which I still have some. One of the guys in Discord was asking about that. And then this morning, I actually put on Mojave Ghost from Barredo, which my wife brought back from Vegas. So super happy to have that in the collection. My first Barredo. Taro is a burnt caramel, sugary, but also a darkness to it. Not a summer fragrance. I rocked it in the heat and in the summer. It was a little bit much, but I like to experiment with things. I like to wear what I feel in the mood for, not necessarily what fits the weather all the time. I do that a lot, and I did that with some of the choices here because, believe it or not, I wanted to wear some other things that I thought, you know what, let me try to go and wear things that are actually a little bit more appropriate for the weather, right? But anyway, on Monday, I rocked Taro, which is in their time capsule collection. I've also got one other time capsule collection that I rocked this week, but for Monday I did rock Taro. Then on Tuesday I rocked the house favorite, Hachivat. Hachivat is a gorgeous, and some people say it's an interpretation of Aventus. I don't really think it's exactly like Aventus. Great atomizer. I need to take the cap off if I want to smell it. This stuff is so good. This is CEO vibes. This is Charlie level, boss, C level, boss, scent profile. Does it smell like Creed? It's got some similarities, but it is different. It's a lot greener, a lot mossier. Probably a true Chypre, where I think Creed is more of a fruity Chypre style. It's a little bit lighter in the pants than Hachivat. Hachivat is backup bottle worthy. Guys, I've got a 50 ml that I'm showing you here, but you already know when I say it's backup bottle worthy. I got a backup bottle, but I actually found a stupid deal on the 100 ml. So I've got the 100 ml. And then I also thought about wearing Hachivat X, which I've got in 100 ml. That removes a lot of the oak moss and still leaves that same pineapple, beautiful opening. But again, I'm not reviewing these fragrances. I'm not going into really note breakdowns. I'm not doing all of that. What I'm sharing with you guys is my experience. And again, another one that lasted the entire day. Now, these first 4, I tended to go over 10 sprays. They were incredibly effective. Nobody said anything negative. I know I smelled great all week, but you know, with yesterday's, I actually toned down the sprays. I went only 7 sprays. I did 5 on my shirt before I hopped out of the shower, before I got in the shower. So that had the chance to calm down. And then I did 2 to my chest, which, you know, after I shower, I do put on lotion all over myself. And it felt just as strong as when I did 10 plus sprays. Because, again, I take care of myself I hydrate. I'm well, lubricated in terms of, conditioning my skin. And I mean, it just was projecting all day long. Now on Wednesday, I went with one that a lot of people are going to be opposed to, and that is Africa Oliphant. I've got a few people that definitely like it. And I actually watched one review again yesterday where they were talking about how, all this civet and animalics in here are definitely synthetic and they can tell from the smell. Can I? Not really. But Africa Oliphant is one that is fresh. I think is definitely a cool to warm weather scent. One that can be worn in the winter too, but I think it's a year-round scent, right? It's signature scent worthy. It's one that definitely has a funky darkness to it. At times throughout the day, because I oversprayed, I felt like, I wonder if people think that I'm sweating and smell bad, because it does have the animal vibe to it, right? It's got like a gritty, funky, sweaty, pissy, man, I don't know if that's good or bad kind of vibe to it. Some people think that women are extremely attracted to that. When a man smells musky and odorific in that way. But Africa Oliphant is not one to joke around with. It is not one to blind buy. I don't think any of these are. Maybe Hachiba, maybe the last two, but I don't think any of them are. I don't think anything is blind buy worthy anymore. I think it's things that you need to try out and sample for yourself. But guys, Africa Oliphant, it's definitely not one to joke around with. This thing is potent. Again, all these are extrait de parfums. Nishane does not joke. The performance is incredible. On Thursday, I went with another one from the Time Capsule collection from Nishane, and that's Tempfluo. Now, Sebastian, the perfume guy, really liked this one. I think when he first got the Time Capsule collection, this was his favorite. This one is feminine leaning. It is a floral, saffronic, beautiful wear. Sweet, but not a grown-up sweet. It's not a modern day, what do you call it? It's not like the Stronger With You line. It's not like the modern sweets that we're used to today that are super vanillic heavy, or it's more of a floral sweetness, an ambery sweetness. This is so good. I love the note of saffron. I know a lot of you guys definitely like saffron. Tempfluo, though it's feminine leaning, it is unisex. All these are. Even Africa Oliphant, which is very masculine, but I think can be worn by females. And even Hachivat. I saw a female reviewer talking about how when she wears Hachivat, and she's got a big 100 mil, she enjoys the heck out of it. I was kind of taken aback. I hadn't seen a lot of women talking about them wearing Hachivat, but she was one of them. And I gotta say, this again, more feminine leaning, but right on par for the weather. I oversprayed, so it definitely made itself known throughout the entire day. And I'm working 8 to 10 hour shifts, and at no point did the scent go away or did I go nose blind. And then on Friday, yesterday, the most conservative day with 7 sprays, 5 on clothing and 2 on skin. I went with Vain and Naive. You don't hear a lot of people talk about Africa Oliphant, Tarot, Tempfluo, or Vain and Naive. Vain and Naive is again another floral sweet. Maybe has some similarity because I almost wore Fan Your Flames. I was debating. I had Fan Your Flames and Vain and Naive on each wrist before hopping in the shower and actually making my choice. And they share some DNA, because I kept thinking, wow, am I still smelling Fan Your Flames? And no, I'm not. This has plum in it. Oh, goodness. But I don't pick out plum. But this is a fruity floral with a balsamic touch. So it's got a sweet floral with a bite. And that's what I wrote on my scent of the day post on my community page. And this guy is just an outstanding fragrance. Kept smelling it all day long with just the 7 sprays. And even that, for most people, is going to be an overspray, because 7 sprays did everything I needed it to do, plus more. Lasted well over the 8 hours, 9 hours. Was still on skin when I got home. And when I got home, I had to put on something that was a little bit potent to overpower what was remaining of Vain and Naive. And I put on Club de Nuit Pressure 1. And gosh, I was loving that. I think I sprayed a little bit too much, because I went back and I sprayed again before I went to bed. And I could tell I was just projecting like a beast. Do not play with Pressure 1. That thing is powerful. But it's beautiful. And then I'm going to get a better comparison with, well, let's see. Right now, Creed is leading, and it'll close on Sunday morning. I'll make my choice Sunday morning and Monday morning. And whatever Monday morning's leader is, and right now it's Creed. Creed is in the lead. Thomas Kosmala is in the second. Guys, go to my community page and vote. I've got about 38 votes in. And Creed is leading the race, followed by Thomas Kosmala. Then I forgot what else I put there. But I know that Stefan Humbert Lucas is in last place. It's in the single digits, if I'm not mistaken. Out of 39 votes, I thought more people would want to see God of Fire and Venom Incarnate and Crying of Evil and those fragrances worn on skin, and to get my reaction. But alas, it's in last place. But Friday's scent of the day was Vain and Naive. Again, on Monday, I wore Taro. Beautiful wearing experience, burnt caramel. On Tuesday, I wore Hachivat, beautiful pineapple and oak moss. On Wednesday, I wore your favorite, or one of your favorites, Chris, Africa Oliphant, a very pungent, off-putting to many, masculine kind of vibe. On Thursday, I wore Templo, very feminine, floral, beautiful wearing experience. And then on Friday, like I just showed you, I wore Vain and Naive, another feminine leaning, sweet floral with a bite of a balsamic touch to it. Again, what did you guys wear this week? What were your scents for the week? How'd your fragrant week go? I hope to read a few comments today and throughout the week, and I'm looking forward to see who wins next week's fragrant week. I put 4 houses up for voting, and I will be wearing a different fragrance from that house all week long, depending on what you guys end up picking. Anyway, I want to thank you for hanging out with your Uncle Bo. Que Dios me lo bendiga. Have a blessed weekend. Feliz sábado.